NCAA now going to a single portal as the NCAA is eliminating the spring transfer portal window, shifting to a single portal window, which makes things a lot easier and a little more stabilizing for head coaches like Kirby Smart when you know what you have, who's going to be there, who's not. You can set your roster. You always now in the back of your mind can have somebody jump into a place at an inopportune time for you in the program. But when you reduce it to one, everybody's on the same page. The chaos has been reduced.
So I saw people say, oh, it's not fair to the kids, and oh, what happens if they don't do well in spring? Too damn bad. Like I'm tired of over catering to these kids. Like you could still transfer at the end of the year, but I think you would then have to sit out a year if you decide, hey, I'm just going to get up and leave. Oh, well. How about fight for your job? You have your chance after the season's over. You have a pretty good idea where you're going to stand after the season's over. If you're 6th on the depth chart and there's no seniors in front of you, you're probably going to be 6th or 5th on the depth chart next year. Go ahead and jump in the portal and go ahead and leave. Look, it was such a pain in the butt. Every coach that we've talked to, whether it's SEC or ACC media days, every athletic director, they've all hated having multiple portal windows.
We'll ask Director of Athletics at Georgia Tech, Ryan Alpert, about that. He will join us on the program at 8:20 and get his thoughts on how that could be beneficial to Georgia Tech, as all coaches have to go through the same thing.
Look at all these kids, man. The total number of FBS scholarship transfers,
Right.
has increased yearly and surpassed 3,200 this last year.
I'd love to know exactly how many hit a home. I bet you it's less than 30% ended back up at D1. And the rest of them are either, dropping down a level or maybe not finding a home at all.
I think that needs to be explained more to kids when they get there. Yes, you have, or in the old scenario, you had that opportunity, but the consequences and repercussions if you do decide to transfer and what you could lose out on. And then, the tales of kids going to multiple schools and what your experience could or could not be. You're also not having a college experience. If you look at Nico Iamaleava, you got a situation where he was at Tennessee, now he's at UCLA, and now his coach got fired, so he's probably going somewhere else. What is his college experience? He's not having as much fun as somebody, say, as Gunnar Stockton's going to have staying at Georgia or Haynes King staying at Georgia Tech. What is your experience along with trying to be a good college football player?
I didn't realize Iamaleava until reading an article recently that there's an annulment period that you can walk it back if the coach leaves like that. For instance, that I was unaware of. So, because I was reading an article that said he can't jump in that fast enough kind of thing. And I was like, there's an annulment period to this too? That is the next step though, right?
That's only because their coach got fired.
Yes. So the next parameters are there's one time that you get to enter the portal, right? Isn't that being floated out there that those will be the next rules that they put in, that you can't keep moving every year?
I don't know that one's as of right now, I don't know that one's going to work. I agree with it. There should be, you get one freebie. And then the second time, there should be some type of parameter that keeps you from just willy-nilly jumping in the portal. We had kids last year, Kelly, that jumped in the portal in December, transferred to a new school, went to spring practice and go, oh, this isn't it, and jumped back out. Yeah. Now you're not going to have that. You're kind of stuck for a year.
There's got to be, whether it's scholarship, whether it's losing playing time, losing a year, there's got to be consequences, or you sit so many games when you do finally get to that next school. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but... yeah.
Describe what she's talking about. If the coach gets fired, what can the kids do?
So they have 30 days to get in the portal now. Now, here's the parameter behind it. If they have not played 4 games, they can redshirt this year and go back next year as the same thing. That's the conversation on Billy Napier becomes interesting because this would be the 4th game. Once you've played your 5th game, you lose an entire year of eligibility.
Right. So when you fire your coach, that's interesting.
So for Virginia Tech and for who the hell else just fired? UCLA, they haven't played 4 games. So if you're a kid out there, you probably go, all right, I play my 4th game, and do I want a portal? And now you can redshirt. You're not going to lose that year, and you can leave.
Do you have to sit there till the new portal opens up, or do you have that 30-day window to get out?
You have a 30-day window immediately.
Okay.
From the time the coach is fired.
That's what this article was saying, is that Nico could... It can't come soon enough that window opens.
If I'm another school, I don't want him.
Nobody.
No kidding, right?
Nope.
How much of that, though, was
to
him?
D2.
I was going to say, is it
maybe
him or you don't want his
advice behind the
people
scenes
that were in his ear?
Yeah.
Well, his advice was terrible, and his play on the field might be worse.
That's right.
I don't want those problems around me. Tennessee got off so much better that kid decided to whine and cry his way out of town.
Yeah, but it was still an opportunity for development going into this year. He could have played in that Georgia game, and he missed out on it. That's what I'm talking about.
Georgia beats them by 4 touchdowns if Nico's the quarterback.
All right, fair enough.
They blow them out.
I hate when kids get bad advice because of people who don't have the talent they do, and then the kids don't have a great experience. And it'll be an interesting test case against somebody like him, how he turns out.
I'm going to give you the stats of Nico Iamaleava at UCLA right now. You know what he's doing? He's completing 62% of his passes. In 3 games, he has 314 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Ouch.
He's got 608 yards.
The whole trajectory is sad, honestly. Like, you lose money, you go to a place that doesn't have a good fan base. To your point, John, you don't play well. Team's not nearly as good. Like, and he's no longer one of these names anybody's talking about outside of like what's happening over there, right? Like, as for the whatever he is, 19, 20-year-old kid, I do feel for someone who had a pretty good situation, got some really bad advice, and has now made a decision that is just going to, I think, ruin the rest of his collegiate career.
All right,
and his reputation, to your point. You don't want him, right, John? I don't want him. So
hell no.
Well, that's a bad place to be when nobody wants your services if you think you have something to offer.